Welcome to 9 Mile Road, the official podcast of the Grand Lodge of Virginia, ancient, free, and accepted Masons. I'm your host, Worshipful Brother Jason Himsey. Each episode, we sit down with lodge leaders, scholars, and community guests to explore Masonic history, leadership, lodge best practices, and issues that matter to Masons, and to curious listeners beyond the craft. Whether you're a brother, a family member, or simply interested in what Freemasonry stands for, you're welcome here. Now, let's begin.
Greetings, I'm Worshipful Brother Jason Himsey, the host of the 9 Mile Road podcast. And today, I have with me Most Worshipful Matt Zamoski and Right Worshipful Kenny Damron, the chairman of the LMIP committee. Right Worshipful, what does LMIP stand for?
LMIP stands for Legacy, Membership, and Perpetuity.
What are the benefits of the LMIP program?
The biggest benefit of the Legacy, Membership, and Perpetuity program to Virginia Freemasonry is the continued financial support it provides to the Grand Lodge and the individual Brothers Lodge after its passing.
And the brethren should look at the LMIP program as an opportunity to make an investment, a permanent one, in their lodge. Regardless of their financial ability, by becoming an LMIP member, they're ensuring the financial strength of the lodge, not just today, but into the future.
Right. Right Worshipful, how much does an LMIP cost?
An LMIP currently is 25 times a brother's annual dues and assessments.
And how does the lodge receive the credit for it?
Lodges are credited annually with the brother's dues, whatever that dues amount is at the time he purchased his membership.
And that's often a confusing point for some of our lodge secretaries. On their annual return, that credit will show for each member. It'll show a credit towards the lodge for the dues and a credit towards the Grand Lodge assessments. And that is reduced from the fee that is owed to Grand Lodge. We have many lodges in Virginia that have so many LMIPs that they actually get a check back from the Grand Lodge because their legacy memberships cover the full amount of the annual return.
As a prior secretary myself, I appreciate those additions to our assessments, so it's a good program from my experience. But Right Worshipful, what would you say to a member considering purchasing an LMIP?
Well, an LMIP is in perpetuity. So the legacy portion of LMIP is the focus. So the LMIP is your opportunity to leave something to the craft, to provide that financial support, not just to the Grand Lodge, but to your individual lodge in perpetuity.
And I agree with Right Worshipful. You know, I think for too long, we've sold this program as an opportunity just to save money rather than what it really does. And it's that word legacy, which is why we changed the name of the program. You know, financial issues are one of the biggest concerns in our lodges. And the more members that we have that become legacy members in perpetuity, the stronger we'll be. When you think about the fact that after someone is a 50-year member, they no longer pay dues. Obviously, if they pass away, eventually we're not going to receive money. With this program, we continue to receive those dues, not just for this decade, but the ones to come.
Right Worshipful, is there anything else you'd like to add about the LMIP opportunity?
When you think about the LMIP, and again with the legacy is what you leave behind for those you love, those you care about, and the world in general. So as a brother, I would ask, consider the LMIP as part of what you're going to leave Virginia Freemasonry. What is your legacy? What is your support? And what's your commitment? This is a big opportunity, and I encourage anybody that's interested to invest and look at the LMIP program.
And it's worth mentioning there are three methods that an individual can pay for legacy membership and perpetuity. First is the member can pay the full amount up front and become an LMIP right away. The second is they can set up a payment program through the Grand Lodge of Virginia utilizing a credit card. And the final method, and my lodge employs this, is we allow the brother to pay a monthly amount. Could be as little as $25. May take them several years, but we collect that until there's enough to pay off the LMIP. But it's important to remember that the member does need to stay current with their annual dues until the full life membership, legacy membership in perpetuity is paid off.
It's a recent change, most worshipful. I understand. Well, I don't have any other questions, and if there's no other...
Well, we just encourage all brethren to become a legacy member in perpetuity, and I know our chairman's very excited about the program and is looking forward to seeing those numbers grow in the years to come. We thank you, brethren, and hope that you'll consider the LMIP program as a part of the way that you can invest in our fraternity.
Thank you for joining us on the 9 Mile Road podcast.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of 9 Mile Road, the official podcast of the Grand Lodge of Virginia, ancient, free, and accepted Masons. If you have questions about this episode, or if you're interested in learning more about Freemasonry, please visit the Grand Lodge of Virginia online at www.grandlodgeofvirginia.org or explore www.beafreemason.org and complete the I'm Interested form. Until next time, thank you for listening and travel safely.